Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. This is an extremely impromptu live stream I'm doing. I had no plan on doing this until about 2 hours ago before another live stream I just finished on Mega Mike the Movie Man's channel about our top 5 2022 films. I noticed that the BAFTA Awards long lists were released, and instead of doing a video tomorrow, I thought I would really quick go through them right now on a little live stream thing and just react to them that way because it'd be a little more fun. So let's do that. So here we go. Let me figure out which way of this looks the least stupid because that's the fun part. Whatever. All right. What do you think? Which one looks good? Listen, is that big enough? Is that big enough for you kids? How about that one? That one? What the hell? So yeah, I got awards daily up here. So we're gonna figure this out. And I'm just gonna go through these. So essentially, the long lists at BAFTA are the narrowed down films that are eligible to then for be nominated for the BAFTA Awards, which is essentially the British Academy Awards. And they have some voter overlap with the Oscars. So they matter, even though it doesn't seem like they might for people who don't know what they are. More so than the Golden Globes and so forth and whatnot. So these films are essentially the best of the best that they have narrowed it down to. In the Oscars, for Best Picture, for example, they can vote from any of the hundreds of movies that were out that year for Best Picture. In this award show, they have recently done these long list things where they'll narrow it down to like 20 movies or 20 actors or actresses, blah, blah, blah. And then they have to nominate from that long list. So the lists you see here, the nominees will come from these movies no matter what. So that's kind of what it's interesting and it helps you, gauge what the Oscars may look like and so on and so forth. So here we go. Best film just starts out with the big one apparently. We have After Sun, which is the movie I keep saying is the best reviewed movie of the year according to everyone on the internet. I still have not seen it, but I've heard nothing but amazing things. All Quiet on the Western Front, The Banshees of Inisherin, my currently number one film of the year. Elvis, which is not very good, and I don't know why. I'm surprised that's on the BAFTA long list, to be completely honest with you. Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans, Living, kind of surprising that that's in Best Film. Tar, Top Gun Maverick made it at the BAFTAs. That is cool. Triangle of Sadness. So Tar, it's like the movie critic geek movie of the year. Kate Blanchett is brilliant as always in it, but I honestly thought that movie was extremely boring and uninteresting. And I like long, dramatic, slow, character-driven movies usually, but I just nothing about that movie clicked with me. It's extremely well made, but I just was not entertained in the slightest. Like you don't have to be, an action movie like Top Gun to keep my interest, but you need to at least be interesting and have me like, interested in what's going on. And Tar sadly failed to do so, at least on my first watch. I'll try it again at some point, but just saying. So what's missing from here? Let me think. Blah, 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 blah. I thought of something and then I lost it already. So The Whale, not completely surprised. Women Talking is missing here. That's kind of a big one. Other than that, nothing major that I would expect to be missing. They have only 5 Best Picture uh nominations instead of 10. So one, two, this is only 10, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. This could very well be the 10 Best Picture nominees at the Oscars. I doubt it, but who knows? So 5 of these films will be nominated for Best Picture at the BAFTA Awards. There's no Avatar. That's the other one was thinking of, and that's not surprising at all, honestly. Good for After Sun. I'll just say that. Director, we have After Sun. Doesn't say the actual name of the directors, which is weird. All Quiet on the Western Front, Banshees of Inisherin, Corsage, Decision to Leave, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Fire of Love, which is a documentary, if I'm not mistaken, The Quiet Girl, Saint Omer, She Said, Tar, Till. That's kind of surprising that got a director, but not Best Picture. Top Gun. Good for you, Top Gun, for getting a director somewhere. Woman King and Women Talking made it into director. So I think it's, if I remember right, they do 10 men and 10 women, and then they nominate from that list. So they make an effort to be as inclusive as possible, but then nominate how they always nominate after the fact, which is good. It's a good mix. But yet again, there's no Avatar for James Cameron there. No Fablemans for Steven Spielberg. That is huge that he did not make it here. But it's good for the Daniels and for Martin McDonagh, that's for sure. Original screenplay, we have After Sun again. After Sun's kicking ass already. Banshees of Inisherin, absolutely. Decision to Leave, Elvis, really? Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans got in screenplay, but not director. That's kind of surprising. Good Luck to You, Leo Grand. That's a funny one. The Menu, very good short or a long list pick there. The Menu is very good. Tar, Triangle of Sadness. I don't think there's anything missing here that's surprising. No, not that I could think of off the top of my head. Adapted screenplay, we have All Quiet, Glass Onion, Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, not Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio. Living, The Quiet Girl, She Said, Top Gun Maverick, There's the Whale, got in where it needed to. Women Talking, and The Wonder, which is like a new Netflix movie with Florence Pugh, if I'm not mistaken. So that's kind of surprising that that showed up. But I think all five of the movies I would expect to get nominated for screenplay are here. It's huge that Maverick even got longlisted, and Avatar is once again missing. Not surprising. Outstanding British film. They have a British Best Picture category as well. After Sun, Banshees of Inisherin, Billie Jean, Brian and Charles, Emily, Empire of Light. Hey, got somewhere. Good Luck to You, Leo Grand, Lady Chatteray's Lover, Living, The Lost King, Miss Harris Goes to Paris, Roald Dahl's Matilda the Musical on Netflix. I need to watch that still. See How They Run. That's for you, Tim, I believe. Swimmers and The Wonder. So The Wonder's getting stuff, even though I haven't heard anything about it other than the fact that it exists. Lead actress Naomi Aki made it for I Want to Dance with Somebody, the Whitney Houston film. Ana de Armas got in for Blonde. Kate Blanchett for Tar, obviously. Jessica Chastain for The Good Nurse. Viola for Woman King, not a surprise there. Daniel Deadwyler for Till. Leslie Manville for Miss Harris Goes to Paris. Emma Thompson for Good Luck to You, Leo Grand. Michelle Williams and Michelle Yeoh. I believe all five of the women who I expect to get nominated for the Oscar are here. Let me see. One, two, three, four, and one of the other ones. Yeah, it seems pretty safe. Nothing missing that's super crazy. No Olivia Colman, but that movie hasn't been getting much traction, so that doesn't really surprise me there. Lead actor, we have Austin Butler and Elvis. That's the one thing it does deserve, if anything. Tom Cruise and Maverick. Not surprised. Harris Dickinson, I can read. Triangle of Sadness. Brendan Fraser, thank God. For The Whale, he deserves to win. I don't care. Colin Farrell for Banshees. Daniel Kaluuya for Nope. That is an interesting one. I didn't expect that to be there, but I like Nope, so I'm happy. Felix Kammerer for All Quiet on the Western Front. I really need to watch that. Daryl McCormick for Good Luck to You, Leo Grand. That's an interesting pick too. Paul Mescal for After Sun. He's one who I could see sneaking in at the last minute for Best Actor at the Oscars for sure. Bill Nighy for Living. No, what's his name? Hugh Jackman. So it's officially dead now, I think, as far as getting any nominations at the Oscars. Hugh Jackman can't even make the long list of BAFTA. I doubt he's making this. So I think Tom Cruise has that fifth slot at the Oscars, unless Paul Mescal squeaks in out of nowhere. But who knows? It's you never know. But it's always fun. Supporting actress, we have Angela Bassett for Wakanda Forever, Hong Chow for The Whale. Thank you. She's amazing in that. Carrie Condon in Banshees, amazing in that as well. Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm already mad because I noticed that Stephanie Shu is not short or long listed, and she fucking deserves it more than Jamie Lee Curtis. But what the hell? Donnelly De Leon for Triangle of Sadness. Latasha Lynch for The Woman King. That is cool. Janelle Monáe for The Knives Out. She's very good in that. Carey Mulligan for She Said. She's always good. Emma Thompson for the so Emma Thompson got in for Matilda and for her lead role, so that's good. I mean, it's Emma Thompson and it's the BAFTAs. You don't expect anything less. Amy Lou Wood for Living. That's one I've never even heard of. The actress, at least, I should say. But the film, getting into what it has so far, makes perfect sense. I think it'll get in for actor and screenplay at the very least at the Oscars. Supporting actor, we have Brendan Gleeson for Banshees of Inisherin, obviously. Tom Hanks for Elvis. Oh my fucking god. Woody Harrelson for Triangle of Sadness. That is interesting. Didn't expect that. Barry Keoghan for Banshees of Inisherin. Thank you. Brad Pitt in Babylon. My favorite thing about Babylon is Brad Pitt, I will admit, besides maybe like the production, you know, design and such. Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once, the hopeful winner, although I think at the BAFTAs he will have a tougher time winning. Eddie Redmayne for The Good Nurse. Albert Schuch for All Quiet on the Western Front. This thing is getting acting nomination shortlist. That's impressive as fuck. Michael Ward in Empire of Light. So he got in, but not Olivia Colman. Olivia Colman has been getting shortlisted or longlisted, whatever the hell you want to call it, at the BAFTAs the last couple of years. It's really weird. And Ben Winshaw, he squeaked in for Woman Talking. I'm going to go back up here because I just realized that neither Woman Talking actress in supporting actress made it in. So that is bad for that movie. Woman Talking is dying out rapidly in pretty much every category except screenplay, it seems like. Outstanding debut by a British writer, director, or producer. We have After Sun, which I wouldn't be surprised if that won because that movie is, like I said, it's extremely well reviewed. Blue Jean, Donna, Electric Melody, Emily, Good Luck to You, Leo Grand, Nothing Compares, Rebellion, See How They Run, and Wayfinder. I don't have much to say about that because I don't know what most of those movies are because they are British. Film not in the English language, All Quiet on the Western Front, no surprise because it's getting fucking longlisted on every goddamn category. Argentina 1985, I've heard nothing but good things about. Bardo, not surprised it's here, but I hear it's a slog. Close, I hear is great. Corsage, I hear is good. Decision to Leave, I hear is fantastic. That'll probably make it the Oscars. EO, I hear good things about. Holy Spider, The Quiet Girl has been showing up on here a lot, and I've heard good things about that as well. And RRR made it on here. So cool. It can't get in at the Oscars, but it might make it in at everywhere else. It's just weird. Documentary, we have All That Breathes, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, A Bunch of Amateurs, Fire of Love, The Ghost of Richard Harris, Hallelujah, Leonard Cohen, A Journey, A Song, Louis Armstrong's Black and Blues, McEnroe, Moon Age Daydream, and Navalny. Once again, I haven't watched any documentaries this year. I love documentaries, but I never watch them. It's one of those things. Animated films. The Amazing Maurice, The Bad Guys, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, obviously. Lightyear, honestly, I'm surprised that even made the long list because it's fucking stupid. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, good. Minion, The Rise of Gru, okay. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, and Turning Red. There's no Apollo 10 and a half, which is the only thing missing from here that I can think of off the top of my head. And that's too bad because that's a very interesting looking animated film. No Wendell and Wild, which I'm glad because that movie I think isn't good. So I'm not going to be sad about that missing. But I'm surprised Lightyear made it in over that. I'll just put it that way. And there's no what the hell's the one? Whatever the hell the one is nominated for the Golden Globes that no one's ever heard of until I got nominated for the Golden Globes, the anime one. Tell me in the comments if you know what the hell it is. Casting, which the Oscars need to make a casting category because it's the only branch of the Academy that does not have a category. Stupid. After Sun, All Quiet on the Western Front, Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis. See, casting overall in Elvis, I get. Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans, Living, Roald Dahl's Matilda. That's an interesting one. Tar and Triangle of Sadness. That's a good one. I wouldn't be surprised if like the menu would have shown up here or something, but whatever. Cinematography. One of my favorite categories, I will say. All Quiet on the Western Front. Amsterdam showed up here. Good for that. Hasn't been anywhere else yet. Athena. I heard that the cinematography in Athena is amazing, but I have not seen the movie. So it's cool that it showed up. So there's some proof if it's on the BAFTA long list, I guess. Babylon, very good cinematography. Banshees, The Batman, good pick. Elvis, Empire of Light, Roger Deakins, can't go wrong. Tar did have very good cinematography, and Top Gun Maverick, amazing cinematography. Nope, should be on this list. That's all I'll say as far as what's missing. Costume design, we have All Quiet on the Western Front. Amsterdam, All Quiet is kicking some ass on this. I need to watch that like as soon as I can. It's on like every category so far. Babylon, Banshees of Inisherin, Black Panther. Well, for costumes, yeah, that makes sense. Corsage, Elvis, makes sense for costumes. Glass Onion, very good costumes in that movie, actually. Miss Harris Goes to Paris, and Roald Dahl's Matilda the musical. Good stuff there. I can't think of anything else that's missing that's like, what? Sure, whatever. Editing. We have After Sun. After Sun is a good movie. Apparently, I'll trust it. All Quiet on the Western Front. Babylon. Banshees of Inisherin. Decision to Leave. Elvis. There's a lot of editing in Elvis. I don't know if it's necessarily good editing in Elvis. Hey, yes. Nope, cinematography is great. Look into how it is shot. And thanks for jumping on here, by the way. Hard copy books. On my random thing I had no plan on doing today. Um, where was I? Elvis. Yes, Everything Everywhere All at Once absolutely should be nominated for editing. Moon Age Daydream again, just like at the it's getting a lot of stuff. Moon Age Daydream. Good for them. Top Gun Maverick, obviously, and Triangle of Sadness is getting some good below the line stuff as well. Makeup and hair. So the shortlist for the Oscars, that's what I was thinking of. I couldn't think of the word in my head. Moon Age Daydream made it in for sound, I believe, and documentary. And here it made it in for documentary and editing. So must be something to that movie. Which once again I'll watch if I ever watch a documentary at some point. Uh, Makeup and hair. All Quiet on the Western Front again for the 30th time. Amsterdam, sure. Babylon, the Batman, yes. Black Panther, Blonde. Elvis, Emancipation, the Roald Dahl the musical, and The Whale. What is missing? I'm trying to think of what the Oscar shortlist was compared to this. There's like no X or anything interesting like that. Oh, there's no Crimes of the Future. But the three things that I think actually will win, could win, I should say, are the Batman, Elvis, and The Whale. And those three are here, so I'm not surprised. Original score. Hey, they got the Batman right. Good for them. Fuck you, Oscars. All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon, Banshees, The Batman, Empire of Light, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Glass Onion, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, Tar, Women Talking. Tar does not have a score. It has like no score at all, pretty much. Don't nominate Tar for score. There's no score in that movie. I now that I've officially watched, I can tell you there's like basically no music. No Fablemans for John Williams, which once again, there's only like 20 minutes of original music in that movie, so it shouldn't probably get nominated for score. But I mean, hell, they got Tar on there. And The Wonder. Some love for The Wonder. Apparently I should watch that. Whatever. Production design. We have All Quiet. Avatar, The Way of Water. Hey, there's Avatar. It showed up finally. It's the first thing it's been on, right? It won that Oscar category, so it makes sense. Babylon, Banshees, Batman. Thank you for acknowledging Batman in our direction. That is fantastic. Elvis, Empire of Light, Everything Everywhere All at Once. The Fablemans gets in here. And Pinocchio. Thank you for putting Pinocchio in production design. Thank you. Brilliant art direction in a stop motion movie. Special visual effects. We have All Quiet on the Western Front. Again, Avatar: The Way of Water, obviously, The Batman, Black Panther, which is funny because Black Panther was nominated, the first one, at the BAFTAs, and it was its only nomination, and it wasn't even shortlisted for the Oscars for visual effects because the visual effects in that movie sucked. But this one looks much better. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and the other multiverse movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. See, they got Everything Everywhere in their visual effects, so that's showing that even though it didn't get in at the Oscars for a couple of these category shortlists, long lists, whatever you want to call them, the BAFTAs have it, even if the Oscars don't, which means it has support from these branches to some extent, and that is good. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio for visual effects, interesting. Jurassic World, whatever. And Top Gun Maverick, very good. It's not a lot of visual effects in Top Gun Maverick. Pinocchio, yeah, I mean, I like Pinocchio, but I don't like Pinocchio like as a story, but the movie is beautiful. I'm not going to crap on Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio because it's a lovely film to look at. Where were we? Sound. Here we go. All Quiet on the Western Front. How many? I got to go back up and see how many mentions that one has. Oh, Avatar for sound, sure. Babylon, The Batman, yes. Elvis, Everything Ever All at Once, good. Guillermo del Toro, Pinocchio, Tar, 13 Lives, and Top Gun. Oh, that was on the visual effects thing for the Oscars, but it's not here. But it's on sound. It's so weird that they crisscross like that. I'm not going to bother with the shorts. I'm just going to go. Okay. No offense, British shorts. I'm not going to talk about you. So here are movies that were nominated for picture, director, and screenplay, or shortlisted for, not nominated for. After Sun, All Quiet, Banshees Elvis. Elvis was on director? I didn't even see that. Oh, yeah, it was, and I got angry. Everything Ever All at Once, Top Gun, and Tar. Bad for the Fablemans because it didn't get director. Why is Elvis getting more than the Fablemans? I haven't even seen the Fablemans yet, but there's no way it's not better than Elvis, honestly. No offense to fucking Elvis, but it's not that good. All right. Okay, so Best Director has 16 films, down from 28 for male, 8 for female. Very, very good. Yes. Is there a list, a thing that says how much certain things got? I'm just going to count the All Quiet on the Western Front ones by hand because I'm curious. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 long lists for All Quiet on the Western Front. That's impressive as hell. Holy God. After Sun keeps popping up, like I said. Access through it through Mubi. Oh, it's on Mubi. I know Decision to Leave is on Mubi. I'll have to look into what Mubi is, especially if it gets nominated for stuff. I'll have to watch both of those. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do here, just so I didn't have to make a video about it tomorrow. So that is the BAFTA long list reveal slash reaction. I'm very tired. It's like 11 o'clock and I need to work at 6 in the morning. But I'm more or less happy with what I saw here. I nothing to get super angry about. I'm happy the whale got in for Hong Chow screenplay and actor. Those are the three things it really needed, and makeup. If it can get nominated for all four of those, I hope Brendan Fraser's sitting pretty and ends up winning Best Actor because Austin Butler does not deserve it. No offense, I liked you, but you're barely in that movie from what I saw. Why is it all about the manager? Bad decision. Baz Luhrmann should not be nominated for Best Director. On that note, if you're watching this for whatever reason and you don't already know who I am, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Derek the Convicted Cinephile. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I can end this broadcast.